I was Wednesday to Wednesday.
Wednesday to Wednesday?
Yeah. Are you serious? I'm a company man.
I thought I got stitched up. Oh, so you'll just be pinned through that.
I'll be
double,
pinned through there.
TD first flyer, he's gone in the supercar. All right, here we are. Enduro season drivers only pod. Got two of the big dogs in Enduro co-driver land, Tony D'Alberto and Lee Holdsworth with me. I'm, of course, James Moffat. So, boys, nice to be here with you. Let's get it started.
It's great to be here. And finally, co-driver season is here. We get to have a drive. We get the podcast too. We get to go on, and actually talk. Because the rest of the year, we're just sitting on the couch. Watching.
Yep.
Having plenty of beers and being armchair critics.
Experts.
Yep.
Pretty good at that.
100%.
Well, it's nice, because we know how to do it better than anyone. The enduro drivers tend to be able to, we can sit back and say how shocking that line was into that corner, and Scafey's good at it. You miss that apex by half a millimetre. That's going to cost him a couple of tenths. So that's it's good to be back.
Don't want to have a big slide either, do you?
I've got to say though, watching from the couch, I love it. I watch practice, qualifying, everything. Just the sessions, not all the stuff in between, all the fluff in between. But some of the commentary at times just kills me. Like, absolutely kills me. And Scafey will kill me for saying this.
In what way?
Well, it's just...
It's a bit
technical.
The stuff that they don't pick up on?
No.
Or the
for
stuff...
me, Neil will say something and then Scafey will comment again. And it's like, yeah, we just covered that. Like, we're moving on now. I just find it and it gets very technical. Super technical. I don't think the public really understand about some of this stuff. I don't even understand it. And I've been in it for my whole life and it's like, they don't need to know that.
I tell you what I've found... I can't quite say that I sit down for every practice and qualifying session.
Where's your commitment here?
But the few times, especially at the start of the year, that I found really confusing for somebody that is in the sport was just the tyres and the tyre chat between qualifying sessions and trying to follow that when they're on the soft or the super soft and just way too overcomplicated.
Yeah, I don't think I even understand it yet.
Yeah,
exactly.
So imagine how hard it would be for the punters at home.
Yeah.
Oh, they're on the super soft now. Okay, is that better than the other tyre or what? You know what I mean?
And the thing that we've got a tyre that's called the super soft. So I think if you did a fan survey, they would say that should be the faster tyre.
Yes.
Do you know what? That was me at the test day. I'm like, so you're putting me on a super soft. Nice.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And then you go slower.
How come you're saving all the good ones for me?
Nothing super about this.
And and then you go, well, what was the difference between the super soft and the soft on the weekend? They're like, half a second. You're like, oh yeah, sweet. So the soft was slower, and they're like, no, the soft is faster than the super soft. You go,
yeah,
how?
Yeah.
Through our careers, that doesn't make sense because
even
the softer the tyre, the faster you went.
Any other motorsport, the softer the tyre, the faster you go. Maybe not for, much longer, but generally the softer
Maybe
the tyre.
Maybe they just start calling the fast tyre and the slow tyre.
It might make it easier for everybody, yeah. Just some of that stuff, I reckon, is hard for the average Joe to really follow. And that's where I think F1 has just taken off because it appeals to the masses and not so technical and worried about ride heights or spring changes and all that sort of stuff. I don't care. I don't think so anyway.
But I guess in some cases in Formula One races, you put a medium on and they're sometimes faster than the soft. But I think generally you would expect that the soft is faster or the softer the tyre, the faster it is.
But going back to it, boys, this is my favourite time of the year.
It's pretty cool.
I live for this time of the year. I absolutely do. We've been doing it a long time, all of us. And I just love this time of the year. Love getting ready for enduros. Love these big races. I'm just as motivated as everyone, which I'm sure you guys are too.
Do you freak out a little bit, you boys? Moff, you do something all year round in the TO2, or is that what you call it?
Trans Am.
Yeah, I get confused with that as well.
Yeah. They need
what was going on the weekend?
That was TA2.
Yeah.
Up in Queensland on the weekend, the Enduro.
Yeah.
on socials, it looked like everybody won a race.
So, well, yeah, there was a few races by the
Right.
looks
How
of
many
it,
were
yeah.
there?
I think there was like 85.
Yes. And everybody won. I'm like, hang on, so actually who won the event here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was hard to keep up with, but
Anyway, so what are you doing, TD?
Well, I'm
As a co-driver?
doing a bit of GT stuff.
yeah.
So I do that with Adrian Dietz in Wall Racing. The problem is Adrian owns a place in France, as you do, and he just goes there for about 3 months of the year. So we sort of miss a few races in the middle of the year. So we didn't do Sandown recently. And then I was on a European holiday and I missed Queensland Raceway, so that was my fault. But we've got Tail and Bend coming up. So, yeah, probably not doing as much racing as what I did when I had TCR as well, which kept me really sharp.
That's
But
the week
still doing-
before, right?
Yeah, week before, yeah. Which
Oh,
is
it'll be
good.
fun.
Are you doing that, Holdsy?
No, I'm not.
Because you did Sandown, yeah?
I did Sandown
In the Audi.
in the Audi, yep, in the Hallmark Audi, which that was awesome. Like, it was really cool just to get out there and have a bit of a thrash. And like for me, you're sitting around for most of the year, not doing any racing. Since the 12-hour at the start of the year, and after a while, you're like, far out.
Do I know how to do this? Can I
Haven't
remember how to
been-
do it?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just need a reminder. Like, you jump in the car and Sandown, like my second lap, you're on the pace.
Yeah.
And you go, right, okay.
I was
haven't lost it just yet.
I was actually watching. I was down there watching. I was in the grandstands at Sandown. I was watching you quali, and you're
That's
like,
how much you love it, TD.
that's how much I love it.
Far out.
I was in the grandstand, and you were like, bang, P1, like start a quali, and I'm like, look
I'm
at this
on
guy go. You got your Feenies, you got all these top boys that are racing all the time. Little old Holdsworth, out of retirement,
Mate.
just straight into it.
It's just, I don't know. I reckon in some ways it's kind of good just to roll out and have come in with no baggage or anything from, like, especially in supercars. You can carry that baggage all year where you've had dramas with your car and you're a bit frustrated and there's all the politics that are involved, and then you carry that into each round. You don't come in fresh, like you carry that baggage with you. Whereas an endurance driver, yes, you do get a bit concerned about being out of the car, but you come in and you're excited and you're fresh and you're ready to go.
Yeah.
Like and you sort of feel like everyone's got a chance in the enduros.
But when you're full time, you live and breathe it round after round. If you're
you
not
just-
having a good time,
You're in the bubble, aren't you?
in the bubble, and you're getting beaten down week in, week out if you're not going well. And I think as a co-driver, you can just sort of like brush over all that stuff.
Yeah.
Come in. I've just got 2 weekends to give it everything I got,
Yeah.
and you don't carry that baggage, as you said.
Yeah.
So, how did we think the test day went, though? First laps back in the car.
Yeah, well, I'm probably more interested to see what you think because you haven't
Me?
been driving as regularly. Like, what do you think? Were you as sharp as you were hoping to be, or
I don't know. Probably
because
not.
probably
not.
I've had a few people ask me, racing Trans Am the last couple of years, do you think it helps? And look, I haven't been like you guys have, not driving regularly, so I can't really. You can't quantify it in a way.
Yeah.
And for me, the Trans Am car and the Gen 3 car are so completely different that
See, I don't reckon that matters too much. Like, cause, me doing TCR the last few years, left-hand drive,
Yeah.
paddle shift, all this, front-wheel drive, completely different. I think it's just keeping your racing brain focused
Yeah.
and sharp and in that sort of pressure environment more than anything than actually the driving side of things.
I actually think for me it's just about keeping your confidence up, that you're
Yeah.
still, you're still sharp, and that's all you need. Just going into enduros, you just need to jump in the car, know that you're still right to do it. It takes a bit of getting used to the car, and
But that's why I reckon, like, when we jump back in the car, they give us crap tyres. Always. And I'm like, guys, I could do, like, 20 race runs on crap tyres and I'm not going to get
Yeah.
anywhere.
Yeah.
You give me
Yeah.
a good set of tyres for 5 laps, pump me up, get my confidence up there, and I'd be good.
that's where you learn something. Yeah, because you learn to get the most out of it. Whereas on a crap tire, you can't push 100%. You're just trundling around on eggshells.
and the thing is, you go out on a tyre that you are basically never
Gonna
racing
be
on because
Yeah.
it's
So
that old in kilometres.
It may as well be a different car.
Yeah.
It may as well be a Trans Am or something where you got no grip. Like it.
And you're locking brakes and you're missing apexes and
Yeah.
you're like, what am I doing out here?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. Well, do you
I've
remember
completely
that?
forgotten.
the test day at the start of the year at Sydney.
Yeah.
I'm like, all of us were like 2 seconds off the
Yeah.
main guys. And I came out of that test day going, holy crap. I think I saw you at the airport,
Yeah.
TD. And I'm like, and we said to each other, man, like that was That was the worst test
Mate.
day ever. Like,
And then
I wish
we
I'd never
hold
turned
that.
up to that.
We hold those memories until now.
That's right,
Like
yeah.
5 months later.
Yeah.
It's been a bit unique this year because of the way the ride days have fallen or not fallen.
Yep.
Normally, we've probably been in the car a couple of times with ride days, but
Have you done
certainly at Tickford, well, there was a Sydney ride day immediately after SMP,
Yep.
and then straight into the test day,
Yep.
which in itself was pretty random. I thought, a test day immediately after a race meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
So we haven't, the ride day we did after QR was the first one of the year.
really. Oh, so you guys
yeah.
didn't even do Sydney?
No.
Right, yeah. So you
So
would have
is-
done Sydney holds a year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at Sydney Motorsport Park, I did a few laps on that test day, and they hadn't poured a seat yet because I'm with Will this year.
When you
first
say
time.
a few laps, how many?
Oh, maybe 10 laps.
Oh,
10,
that's not
maybe
bad.
15.
Pretty
That's
good.
not bad.
I think I got 6 flies in that day.
Yeah.
That was 2 of
reckon
which
I
were
was
on
about-
hards. That was pretty useful. Hard tyres, that is.
Nice.
But I hadn't got an insert done just yet. So they're just, we'll put pillows in there, like we'll put some cushions. And I'm just like floating around in this
Could have
car.
been like soap in a bathtub.
Yeah, and I'm
Just-
thinking, what is the point of this right now?
Yeah.
Honestly, like,
Yeah. Anyway,
Anyway,
so you
so
got
I've
a big
done a
seat
seat.
insert now?
not too big.
Yeah.
Will Davis, I don't know if you've seen, but he's got a bit of a funny back.
His back's
Yeah,
weird,
it's a bit
eh?
funny, yeah. So it is a little bit. So I had to basically just skim the back, and I have to come up a little bit. That's about it. So it's actually not probably the biggest insert I've ever had. Like you think back to when I drove with Fabian, and
Yeah.
that thing was like
Yeah.
a booster seat. That thing was heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, mine was the same with Chaz. That was huge.
Yeah, there you go.
It was honestly, it was massive.
Have you got one with Dave?
I've got a really small one because he sits really low in the car, like super low, and he's a little bit tall. Like he's got a really long torso,
See,
and then
that's,
he's got like these little
When-
Tyrannosaurus Rex arms. Like he's So I find like I get in there, I'm too low, but then I'm too close to the steering
Yeah,
wheel
okay.
and too close to the pedals.
Yep. What about belts?
Well, because I lift myself up, then they're too tight, so I got to
Yeah.
run a separate side belt.
Yeah, and he's pretty lean too. What about
Very
you,
lean.
Mike?
Yeah, I've got an insert with Randall. I didn't, with
Really?
Waters. With Waters, I had just like something under my ass.
Yeah.
Same thing. Like Cam just sat so low in the car. I reckon
Yeah.
that's half the reason why he's so fast. He can't
Yeah.
see where
See.
he's going properly. You know,
Doesn't see the braking
yeah,
mark.
it just goes. You know, just full send. But yes, Thomas has got a bit of a weird going, something weird with the back as
Yeah,
well.
right,
so,
okay.
yeah, I need.
I remember.
Is that
need a
from
bit
an
of
injury or
insert.
what?
I don't know, but
Nah.
he's very also open wheeler, like reclined,
Yep.
laid back. So I was like, nah, get me a bit up on the wheel, you know. So yeah, gone are those days where you sort of put up with it. You got to be comfortable,
Yeah.
Well, you do,
because the
yeah.
expectation for us is that we've got to perform at
The same-
such a high level,
Similar level as
that,
the mates,
yeah.
I don't know.
Especially think now, like Gen 3, the cars are so close that like you've got to look for absolutely everything
Yep.
that you can get performance-wise. And if that means, an insert,
Yeah. So the last few years I haven't, because I drove with Anton for a few years. I obviously insert just kept going over each year, and so I was really comfortable. But this year it's amazing. Like you just change your sitting position slightly, suddenly you're getting like cramps
Yeah.
or your hammies are sore, your ass, whatever. And especially the first run, like you jump in
Yeah.
the car after 5 months off and you do your first 5 laps, and you must be like holding onto the wheel that tight and so tense. You're like tiring yourself out after
Yeah.
5 laps. Then you sort of relax into it. And
Yeah.
we had a ride day the following day as well, as you guys did. And like I was sore after that first day of testing.
Yeah.
And then carried it into the ride day. And then it took me about 3 or 4 days to recover.
yeah, it takes it
So-
out of you, like without you sort of realising it, doesn't it? Like just all the sort of, you can go to the gym as much as you want
Yeah.
or go for a run, but it's all the muscles that get
know.
worked in the car that are
Yeah.
so hard to work outside of the car
Yeah.
that you're just like, oh, that's a bit sore. What am I going to do here?
Yeah.
And it's just, you hear it so often, but like there's no substitute
No.
for miles, is
No.
there? Like
Yeah.
seat time is just gold, really.
Yeah,
and
that's why.
it's becoming less and less these days.
Yeah.
Like I think about it now, we're all sort of the same age, came up at the same time. Like the opportunity for young guys 15, 20 years ago was so much more to be able to get a test day here or there.
Yeah.
Whereas, like trying to crack in now with the limited amount of test days, it'd be pretty hard for a young guy trying to break into the series. It's the whole landscape is so much different to what it was, and
Yeah, I think
even
some of the
like it wasn't that long ago that there was maybe 3 or 4 co-driver sessions throughout the
Yeah,
year, and that
exactly.
was just sort of given. And then COVID happened, and it hasn't gone back to that. So
we used to jump out of the same sort of cars in Super 2 into the main series as well. Now it's like
Completely
you're jumping out of a car that's got a lot more aero, similar tyres, and then you jump into the Gen 3 car and you go, it's like taking a backward step.
That's why I
really,
don't
in
think it's
terms
that
of the
relevant
grip.
anymore.
No,
like,
it's
you
not,
used to
yeah.
talk about Super 2 drivers, they're going to be so prepped, and there may be starts and things like that, but the rest of it, they're so completely different.
Yeah.
Absolutely completely different.
when was the last time you guys drove a Gen 2 car?
Maybe 3 or 4 years ago.
I think we had an engine drama last year at one of the ride days.
Sandown? Yeah.
No, it was Eastern Creek,
Oh, yeah.
Sydney Motorsport Park, and in the Walkinshaw car, and then jumped across to their Super 2 car just to finish the rides.
Yep.
And I'm like,
How good's this?
I wish I never jumped back in this
I
thing.
know.
Because
Yeah.
you just realise how good we actually had it in
Yeah,
those
yeah,
things.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
can't imagine, those guys, the Super 2 drivers, they've got it pretty tough trying to break in now.
Especially the ones, and there's a few that will be doing Super 2 at Bathurst and
Yeah.
main series, like there's the
It
two
used to be an
Tickford-
advantage doing
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
But same thing with Sandown last year. We Tickford stopped running the Gen 3 cars, and we had quite a few rides to get through, and I jumped in the Super 2 car and I was like, holy crap, this thing feels like a go-kart. This
Yeah.
is so cool.
Yeah.
But they were
And-
getting like that, like almost like a GT car.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like at Bathurst, it's like, how
Yeah.
brave did you want to be across
Yeah.
the top? Whereas now you don't have that feeling.
Yeah.
You know?
No.
Which is,
absolutely.
I mean, in a way, that's why we steered away from it,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Because they were becoming so aero reliant that if you followed a car for more than a lap, you'd burn the front tyres out. I mean, it still happens, but nowhere near the extent that it
No.
used to.
So, boys, we can't obviously jump in the car as much these days, but what other training are we doing leading into these events? I'm doing a bit of running myself. That didn't prove to be any good. What about you, Moff?
Yeah, I try and go for, probably 2 or 3 runs a week, and, just a bit of gym work here or there. But we can probably all relate, like with family as well, and young kids. Like for me, running is just the easiest thing to
quick.
do. You can
It's
do
the
it
most
from
effective,
home.
Yeah.
Yeah, so especially in winter, I just load up with a couple of jumpers, so I'm nice and hot by the end of it.
Yeah.
And just sort of, it's just you just got to keep doing something, don't you? Just to sort of tick the legs over, or you got to be in a position that you're as best prepared as you can for the enduros. But it's a lot different, I guess, the prep to when we were all full time, and you had that luxury of having a full time trainer or whatever.
Well, you can nearly, I mean, if you're race fit and you're racing like the full timers every couple of weeks, really, you could get away with doing
Bugger all.
no training because
More
it
recovery.
is race fitness. Yeah. But for us, like, you don't want to cramp up in the car because you're pushing, 90 kilos on the brake pedal every time. And then after, 20 laps, you start getting a cramp in your calf or something like that. So it's all that sort of stuff that the running's good for that, obviously. Doing a little bit of, weights training is good. But for me, I do a couple, it's like you guys, a couple of runs a week. I'll ramp it up a bit over the next few weeks before Tail and Bend. And then, after Tail and Bend, see what else I need to work on, basically. But I ran the test day. Like, I ran the test day without a cool suit, without a helmet, fan.
Okay.
And just I always like to do that in the lead up.
that
just to,
Camaro must be
Real
good to drive
easy.
if he's doing that.
Because we
No
can't
helmet
do
fan.
that.
Yeah, right.
We've got ice water,
boys need to harden
cool
up.
suits, helmet air. We've got it all. And we had like the massage guy there after every session. Like,
Yeah. So you're
We're
used to
working
running
so
with
hard.
wind in your hair and everything.
yeah. So anyway, what for you, Lee? Now, a lot of main drivers, that's all they think about car racing. You've obviously got a full-time job.
Yep.
How do you balance all that stuff?
It's actually really hard.
Yep.
I'm
What is
sure
your
Moff
full-time
can-
job?
So I'm with CBRE, commercial real estate. So I'm doing, I'm a broker, and so it's
Could you
pretty
trust
full
this
on,
guy?
mate. We are the most honest people in the world.
He can do a handshake deal, you know.
Yeah, I've always been a handshake. I think that's a good trait. Don't you think?
Excellent trade.
I don't think it
got you in
anyone's
trouble
ever-
once, though, didn't it?
got me in.
No? Well, not in trouble,
Got
but
me
you know.
in trouble because the other person's handshake wasn't worth
wasn't
anything.
legit,
you know
right?
what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Who was
so
that?
my handshake's always worth everything. You know, it may as well be a kind of watertight contract. No, we don't talk about that.
Yeah,
TD.
okay, we don't talk about it. Right, move on.
But yeah,
As you were.
so every day, like I'm in the office in the
Yep.
city. You can see I got the button up on.
Can't
Yeah,
believe
you got
Like,
the
I
team
didn't
shirt
get-
memo, didn't you?
Well, I actually
Charlie's
did,
not
but
gonna be
I
happy.
forgot.
Hey?
I got the reminder an hour ago that we got to come in here. I'm like, oh no!
I actually set for my reminder for yesterday, and I was like, oh, actually, I put my jumper in the car because I
Yeah,
knew I'd
that's what
forget
I
it this
did
morning.
That's
yeah,
smart.
Yeah.
See?
Just because I'd forget
Smart.
everything.
So mate, I'm on the phone like flat out, and like even being away when we got like we're in Queensland from Monday to Wednesday. I think Moff was there from Friday
Was
to
it there a
Wednesday.
bit longer?
I was Wednesday
So
to
I-
Wednesday.
Wednesday to Wednesday?
Yeah? Are you serious?
I'm a company man.
I thought I
man.
got stitched up going Friday. That is committed.
And TD had to drive the road, the mock-up
Yeah.
car.
No,
Yeah, no budget. So I drove that for the week.
that's unreal.
But when I got back, like on the Wednesday night, even when I was up there, you're trying to keep up with emails and phone calls. It's really tough. Like it's going to get harder and harder. But
I find
you
it
try
a good
to. I try to.
distraction.
Oh, I love it. I love the. But it's hard to just. Because it's completely different. Like nothing's automotive related.
Yeah,
in my other job.
gotta switch your
So it's
brain.
like switching hats from one to the other, and they're just so completely different.
Yeah.
It's like changing personalities.
Yeah.
Like it's really hard. Anyway, but it is a good break. I try to embrace when I go away for racing, just really focus on that, and then put the phone aside.
Yep. What about you, Moff? You're building houses flat out.
Yeah, busy. But it's sort of, the more I get into the building side, it's, in many ways, it's the same as racing, as weird as that sounds. Instead of, timber and nails, it's, racing's nuts and bolts.
Yeah.
But it's all about trying to find, like-minded people. And that's no different into racing. If you've got a good crew behind you,
Yeah.
engineers, team, then that's when it all starts to gel. And fortunately for me, I'm lucky enough that I've sort of found a couple of good guys that I've got that sort of trust with that, if I do have to go away
So
for...
you can take a week off.
Well, not quite a week like you, Wednesday to Wednesday. That's big, but... it's challenging, but that's all part of it, isn't it? So you got to adapt, and
Well, you can't be car racing forever.
no, you're right. Yeah, so
But
I
you
guess,
throw your family in the mix as well. That's another thing you got to balance.
kids sport on the weekends,
Yeah,
and
flat
just
out.
spending time or trying to spend time with them. So
And wives, like, they just want your attention all the time.
I know.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
what about you, TD?
I've got a I'm involved in the family business, and we build police vehicles, believe it or not. So for all those divvy vans you see rolling around Victoria, we build them. So they're a fiberglass pod, and they get put on the back of a Ford Ranger. So it's a good little tie-up there between DJR and Ford and the stuff that we do at our workshop. So it keeps me very busy. I'm lucky enough, though, that my old man's still heavily involved. So I'm just like his whipping boy, basically. He still makes all the decisions. And I just, follow suit. But it's good because then if I do need to take time off to go do my car racing, he's cool with it. He's all for it still. So
You would have been thrown in the back of one of them a few times.
Few
wouldn't you?
times,
And you
mate,
would have-
yeah.
What, just
So
to
you'd
test
be
them out, like a bit of product testing?
So
or...
if anyone gets caught in one, if anyone,
4
I
a.m.
know,
on Sunday
I
morning.
know how to get out from the
Oh,
inside.
do you really? Wow. Far
Yeah,
out.
don't test me.
Wow. There you go.
So yeah, that keeps us pretty busy. We've got about 40 staff, so you've got 40 problems every morning when you walk up, when you get there. But yeah, that's
sure they'd love to hear that.
yeah. I'm sure they're going to be listening too.
Yeah. That's, on the building site, like you just constantly having to solve problems for other people.
Yes.
Yes. And it's amazing how many trades, once they're qualified, seem to forget the ability to be able to operate a broom.
Yeah. Yeah.
So any tradies out there that are on my sites, pick up the bloody broom. Keep the joint nice and
Are
tidy.
they like the race teams as well, like, where they just leave bottles everywhere, like half-empty water bottles?
Oh, you would not believe. Like I have, I'm lucky enough to have, a 10-metre skip supplied by WM Waste on site.
Oh,
and
Mark
you
Jeffs.
would, you would not believe how many Monster cans and Coke cans and all them managed to find themselves just on the outer edge of the bin, Like a 10-metre skip is pretty big. You reckon it'd be easy enough to, place
That's
a bottle
true.
in there? But
That's true.
no, anyway.
So can we talk about obviously Frosty's come in.
Yep.
He's not full time anymore, so he's taking your seat.
He must
basically.
have been busy today, so that's why I'm here.
Yeah, right. He's taking your seat. Do you feel like you're being kicked out or what?
Nah, I reckon I've got an upgrade, I reckon.
Yeah, okay, good. He's got to say that.
Yeah.
Nah. Look,
Tommy's listening.
yeah. He's over in the States now, living it up. He's went to
NASCAR race.
the Richmond race at
Yeah.
NASCAR, so
How do you reckon?
Is he trying to get in there or what?
I don't know. Yeah.
Like, who isn't?
Yeah.
These supercar drivers, they think they can just go over there and be NASCAR stars and
Oh,
leave
yeah.
us behind.
Yeah.
You know?
I suppose Shane's opened the door a little bit there, hasn't he?
True. So how's Frosty going though? Like, did he settle in okay?
I think so, yeah. Obviously, he's quite involved on the Super 2 side as, a bit of a mentor or whatever. But
Who's faster?
That's Frosty.
Frosty was quicker than me.
Was he?
Yeah, I'm happy to say that.
You know what though? I reckon Frosty would have like a contract that says
Green
I get new
tyres.
tyres every time I get in the car.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
We don't get those options. When they give us a contract, it's just like, oh, we get paid this year. Sweet. Yep. Awesome. I'm signing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Just
and
take what
the
we can
seat
get.
and the seat has to be set up for me.
Yes.
And Cam has to
Cam
put in
could-
the seat insert.
Probably does, actually.
Well, he would.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would.
There you go.
Righto, moving on.
Yeah. who's this is a bit off the topic, or maybe not. Who's gonna who do you reckon will be the contenders this year?
Well, I think,
Camaros.
yeah. But
Camaros and Fords.
really,
What do we reckon though?
the
Tail
way
and
it's
Ben though.
set up, obviously with the finals and, Brock and Jamie essentially having a free kick over those two races because he's locked into
Yeah.
beyond the enduros.
There's no
that's
playing
a
conservative there, is
serious combination, isn't it? Like, it's
Oh.
a serious combination
Anyway.
even if he's trying to find his
yeah.
way into the finals. But, yeah, I think, and then even Paney and Brownie are locked in on points.
Mm-hmm.
So you got those three combinations, Payne and Garth,
Yep.
Brown and Scott, Pye.
But then I think you've got a lot of guys. It's like, Will, he's out of it.
Yeah,
So
for you guys, I think
he's
that's
just
probably
going full tilt.
you've
Doesn't
almost
care.
got a free kick in a way
exactly.
because
So there's a select few there that might have to play it a little bit conservative, like
Yeah.
they're on the bubble.
like for
But then
Thomas,
outside
he's
of that-
now 10th. So
So you bug it.
I
So
don't-
he's going to be so conservative.
yeah, but I don't know.
I think for us, it's like we're
It's
the same as
interesting.
you guys.
Yeah.
Dave's out of the 10. He's always fast at these events.
Mm.
So we're going in all guns, like just everything in, all in.
Which
So,
we say we do, but I think if there was a move on, for instance, and you got to think about championship, you might just be a bit more conservative. Whereas guys that are outside the bubble or locked in, they're just going to go for it.
Yeah,
more than ever.
Yeah.
Like you said, you always do that, but
Or
Do
does it
you
make it
think
more
it's just
desperate?
one
though?
less thing
Does it make
to-
it more desperate
But-
for Thomas?
so yeah, that's
You could look at it the other way.
exactly. But I guess it needs to play out until Adelaide. But so far, do you think has it been a
Not
value
yet.
add?
Not yet.
The whole
but
finals
I
thing?
reckon it will. Like it will get desperate right towards the end.
yeah.
And I reckon it will spice things up.
Yeah. All right. Talk about spicing things up. I just got in my ear. We got to do mailbag. So
Oh, mailbag. The old questions.
do this whole. Oh, TD. Right.
I can see that you've got your construction shoes on.
Yes,
Do these get sent to your place?
Sapporo headquarters. Right.
Here we go.
Okay, we've got a question from Aaron, and I'll give this to you. This is for Tony D. How does it feel now to know that you have the best hair in pit lane now that Caruso is gone?
Caruso.
Well, I reckon there'd be somebody else that would give, like,
Me.
Fabs would be insulted that.
Do you know what? I drove with Fabs for quite a few years, and he would.
Was it like a hair off?
Oh no, but he'd put his helmet on, do a 200k race, hop out, take his helmet off, and it'd just be in the same spot.
Yeah, no, it's
Whereas
gotta be
once I
glue.
put a helmet on,
There's glue
it's
or something.
done. I'll wear a
yeah.
hat for the rest of the weekend.
Yeah.
You know.
My
But I'm very
You've
flat.
got
I
a
get
strong
out.
hair game, Holsey.
When I get
reckon
out,
it's
mine,
real good.
mine
Like,
doesn't
it's
look
always
any
in
different.
place.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So I'm similar to Coulthard.
I think there's more questions.
A lot
TD, in
more,
that
lot more
bag.
greys coming through these days. All right, this one's from Sam. How many Bathurst podiums are there between you? Okay,
How many have you had?
2.
2.
How many have you had?
2.
I've had 3.
Oh,
there
you haven't
you
had the
go.
win though.
No, exactly.
So
Well, either
Holsey's
of you.
still, no, Holsey's still winning.
So what do we
Yeah,
got?
there's only one that matters. So,
So we got what do we got?
7.
7 all up. Yeah.
yeah.
I had to think about that for a second.
Yeah,
I almost
that
got
was-
my phone out, got the calculator out.
20. So, what? So, obviously, 2021, the win, Holsey.
And 2009 with Caruso.
Yeah.
Third.
That's going back a
TD.
bit.
Yeah,
You guys snagged a podium Gen 3, yeah? With Anton?
The first year of Gen 3, which was like a win.
Wow, that
to be
was
honest.
like you really won by like a lap, really.
Seriously, it felt like a win.
Yeah.
And then I had one with Fabs back in 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, we got another one here from Teresa. What's more nerve-wracking, racing in the rain or watching a co-driver in the rain?
It's probably for a main boy, but
Yeah, it's not nerve wracking watching
Nah.
the main driver now, is it? You just sit back, put the feet up, and
Yeah.
especially if you've done your laps, you're like, you beauty.
Yeah. Job done.
okay, I'm gonna ask you guys a question because this is how I feel. When you're out there and you're doing your stint, and they say, "Righto, mate, we're gonna pit next lap," and at that moment there is like so much relief going on in my brain and my body that yes, I've completed my laps, I haven't up, and I'm gonna hand the car over to the main guy. And yeah, I want to get a result, but to be honest, I don't really care because I've done my bit. Are you guys the same? Because
It's
there's like
more
so
when-
much relief.
Yeah, more
definitely.
when they're like, okay, mate, your laps are done.
Yep.
We're in a window. Yeah, that's when
And
I'm
you're
like,
like, thank God.
yes, get me.
Do you know what I reckon the most scary or nerve-wracking thing in any race is when you're coming to the end of your stint as a co-driver and it starts raining. They go, 3 laps to go before you've done your minimum laps. You've got to hang out there. It's
Or-
raining and you're on slicks.
Yeah, or they're going to pitch you and put you on wets and you're going to do a double.
And then you're doing another full stint. You're like, no, I'll hang out. I'll hang out.
I've got a cramp.
It's probably not too bad. I can stay out.
That used to happen in the Gold Coast all the time.
It did,
It
didn't
was like
Yeah.
right on the bubble,
Yes.
and you'd be like,
The
please,
co-drivers
please,
do
please.
2/3 of the race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many times that happened.
Righty. Next question is from Matt, and it is thoughts on double file restarts. Well, we sort of did that. I think we were probably all still. Were you full time when we did those 60/60s? They weren't really restarts, but
13 and stuff, I think that was.
yeah,
Yep.
that was like
They
first
were
year of
shocking.
Car of the Future.
I reckon you could do them properly, but they were not good back then. They were terrible. I think because you couldn't see the lights for one thing.
Yep.
So you'd be told over the radio, green light, and you've got a second delay on the radio. And then the
Especially-
dude behind you saw the green, like because he's pulled out a little bit. So he goes, you go a second later. It just ends up an absolute.
Especially when you're like tucked up behind a Nissan with this rear wing that was so far off the boot. It was like literally
man.
in my windscreen, this wing. So I couldn't see anything.
Yeah.
Not in 13, mate. We didn't have any aero in 13.
Well, I was in the Mercedes. Everyone was running second gear for those restarts. I had to run first. Really? Otherwise,
Not
my
everyone,
thing,
Holdsy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But my thing was bunny hopping. If I was in in second, like it had to be high in the revs for it to actually idle
To get going.
And
you were two pedaling. You're like on the brake, on the throttle.
but then you'd go and you'd sit there wheel spinning because the Merc liked to be high in revs, and then plug second gear and go. Bah.
Talking of the Merc, right?
It was shocking, bad.
We're getting off topic here a little bit, but just quickly, Will the other day told me the Merc was amazing to drive and it was amazing on its tyres.
By the end, I think they had it pretty right. The actual car, like the car was good. Like we had a good car, but
Just the motor was a bit...
the motor,
Yeah, hard work.
was really like, and Will got there at the end, like when they'd been
after
finally
Holds, you'd done
tuned.
all the,
I'd
you know,
done
the
all the hard work.
Hard
Fair
work,
enough,
all the donkey work, you know.
But he got there in 14, like 13. Yeah, 13 was
Was the
shocking.
first year,
like
yeah.
it was terrible. You'd push the clutch in, and the revs would go up.
Yeah, right.
Like it was because you had to have it at like 7% throttle for it to idle. I remember, like people were laughing at us when we first rolled it out at the Grand Prix, and like you'd go down pit lane and you'd be on the limiter and push the clutch, and you're still like hard up on the limiter in pit lane. It was shocking.
Surely, though, the best thing was the company car, though.
That was the greatest thing.
So I think
very
we
happy
probably
with
didn't
that.
really answer that question for Matt. We're probably not really a fan of the double file
Yeah, sorry,
restarts,
Matt.
are we?
No.
No?
All right, another
We'll
question
shut that
here.
down.
Yep.
Yeah.
shut it
Question
down.
from Jackson. Do you ever feel pressure to compete to your teammates' lap times? Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely we do.
Well, the co-driver cup is a thing, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
Not as much as it used to be.
No,
though.
because because we don't get the opportunity to,
Yeah.
show what we've got.
It was like a
but-
quali session, though. It's like, righto, here we go. My
Yeah,
time
yeah.
to shine here,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Give me good tyres.
But
Yeah,
look,
100%.
it's difficult to be compared to your main driver because you really are never on the same tyre quality,
No.
are you? You know?
No.
If you're lucky, you might get a set of tyres that might be 1 or 2 hits old.
Yeah.
But
And the other thing is, like in the lead up to qualifying, the main drivers focus on qualifying and setting the car up for qualifying. So they're always on a different load tank, and
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're
You're miles off.
yeah. So it is really difficult to, but you do still think, he did a
100%.
5.4 before, and I just did a 5 whatever, and you're like
7.5, but yeah.
5.1. But yeah, it's you're constantly comparing just because you're in the same equipment.
The thing that I used to love was the co-driver races. That was
Oh,
our
they were
time to have
mega.
Yeah,
those.
they were pretty
Yeah.
hectic, weren't
And
they?
they were the best entertainment.
Yes, exactly.
Far out, they were
Yeah.
All
awesome.
these
There was
loose
a
cannons
couple
sitting
of
on the
years-
couch.
Yeah.
And there was a couple of years there where it rained for the co-drivers, remember?
Yes.
And I remember I was with Chaz, I think it was 18, and like Debore engineering
Oh.
it. And he's like, stay out, and it's literally hailing, and I'm like, yeah, no worries, mate. Just leave me out on slicks. This will be good,
That's how much confidence they have in your ability.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
well,
it.
yeah, that's
how
one
they
way to
sell
look
it.
at it.
That's
eh?
how they sell it.
All right, last question, Holdsy. Come on, mate.
Hold on one sec. All right. Last question. From Peter.
Peter.
Moff. Does the Ford need jungle juice to beat the Camaro down Conrod?
Oh, well, it probably wouldn't hurt,
It's already got Shell V-Power.
Did the trick 10 years ago at Winton, so be worth a try.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's probably don't want to get
Probably
bogged
don't wanna go
down
into parody,
too much
but
in that chat.
the
but,
answer is yes.
Yeah, it's
100%.
Yeah. Well, I think you can see it, can't you?
I think this year it's very even.
I bet you
Yeah,
do.
you would
I
say
bet
that.
you do, mate.
You would say that. I think
Last
it's
year it
just
wasn't,
it's
though.
probably I think probably the frustrating bit is let's call it 2.5 years into it. They're still talking about it.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know. You don't underestimate the challenge that's in front of, say, supercars to try and come to a solution. But I think it's pretty obvious that it's still not right.
I've got a theory, though. Now that Team 18, excuse me, have taken over the GM homologation role, suddenly going a lot better. Are you guys getting good motors or what? Something's changed. Something has changed now. I guarantee it.
No, I
Got the secret JJ
Got the secret
sauce.
sauce.
Yeah?
He's working away in the background. I don't know. I actually see it like the team have been constantly getting better through the year. Like Dave hasn't, and he'd be the first to say that it hasn't been a great year for his car and him. But Anton's like kept creeping up. Dave is actually rebounding now. Like he's starting to get some good results. I reckon it's like the team believe now. Like having Chevy come behind your team and say we're selecting you guys as the team we want to carry on from 888. That's a pretty big statement, So I think the team have got this massive belief in themselves now. They know it's heading in the right path and it's only going to get better. And to be honest, like I think everyone's excited to be. It's quite cool to be like part of that wave, Like if you join a team that's at the top, you're only ever happy with a win, and a second is disappointing. But when you're on that ride, a bit like what McLaren went through the last 3 or 4 years in F1, like. They saw results coming and they were celebrating, and now they're at the top, but now nothing's good enough but a win. So it's I think everyone's just seeing that, and it's helping their confidence. But also Anton, he's doing a great job. Dave's getting his car in the more of a window now, so I think it'll continue to build. I think they're actually there's a lot further to go, and then you've got the people as well that are joining. Like JJ will be a huge thing for the team. They've already got great people in the team. And then they announced Lowndesy. Like there's just all these little confidence boosters, I think.
Man, Lowndesy, he will be 75 and still racing at Bathurst the way he's going.
I think he said, didn't he say somewhere he will race till he's 60?
Oh, really?
I don't know.
How old
someone
is he now?
said that the other day.
52?
He's 50. Yeah, he's at least,
maybe
he's
51.
at least 50, yeah.
Don't know.
He still does a great job out there.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Like, age is just a number. Like, if you're still doing the job, why not? Why not?
Well, he's
Just
a
keep
great
going.
asset for the sport as well.
Well, to lose that name in our sport would be a huge disappointment. So, yeah, I think the longer he can stay there and do the job, the better.
How do we feel, boys, about the possibility of starting again at the Enduros? Obviously, Supercars, in their wisdom last year, made it compulsory for the main drivers to start the races to, I don't know, make the racing more interesting when
That
it
was never
probably
gonna work.
made it more boring.
That was That was a bad decision last year.
So they've
I reckon.
backflipped on that, so it's back in the team's hands.
Did you do any practice starts?
I actually snuck a couple in, yeah. Yep.
I didn't.
Looks like
I saw
looks like
Holdsy.
Moff starting. Hey?
I saw you at the airport and asked you, and you were like, "Oh, forgot to do that."
Well, that was on our cards for the day. We were going to do a practice start, but we never got around to it.
Well, I'm just assuming that I'm not doing the start.
You didn't do any?
We didn't do any. Wasn't even spoken about. So,
Yeah, right.
yeah. If I do a start, I'll be myself because I haven't done one in
Oh, you
2 years or whatever.
blasted me off the line in 21.
I got that one right, yeah.
I reckon you can put too much thought into practice starts, to be honest.
Oh, you would be saying that now that you haven't done any.
I tell you though, I remember that start because we were on the front row of Bathurst. Big moment for us. Like, I was myself. Big
Actually, we were first, second, and third.
time. Were we?
I was third on the grid. Yeah.
So I remember
well,
there you go.
rolling up to the
Borders was
start.
third,
The big dogs really are
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
And do you pull it out of gear when you stop on the line?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I didn't.
Oh, you would have been on.
I
Your
was
would
myself.
have been shaking.
I'm not pulling this thing out of gear because I don't want it. Yeah, like I was scared that it wasn't going to go back into gear. So I just sat there with my foot on the clutch. And when you start in the front row,
man.
it is a long time.
Well, you would have been there for like 90 seconds.
Your
right?
left leg would have been
Yeah.
so sore.
Yeah. Anyway,
And you still hosed
I
him.
absolutely nailed the
Because he
start.
had no
And you know-
strength left in his leg and just dropped the clutch.
Do you know, like it's so hard to get those things off the line, and I don't reckon I've ever had a good start there. That start there was like my best ever, and it was such a relief because you're on the front row, everyone's watching the start. If you're going to stuff it up, that's the moment. You just don't want to stuff it up. And the thing lit up and went. I thought, oh my god, I'm going to lead into turn one here.
A mod, yeah.
Yeah. Didn't last very long, but anyway.
So, obviously, we have the ability to start as co-drivers, but what do you think strategy-wise? What are your guys' thoughts on the whole full course yellow
I'm not
thing
a
at the
fan of that.
moment. It's
Personally, I'm not a fan of it.
It's really ruining it, isn't it?
Oh,
Like,
it's shocking. It is really. I think it's ruining the whole. It's ruining the whole strategy of these races, which what makes them so exciting.
yeah, especially come the enduros. You know, like it's not really going to. There's no real incentive to sort of try something different because if that full course yellow comes out, we've seen it probably 3 or 4 occasions already this year. You just got to hang out for that.
Yeah.
You know, Waters went from like 0 to hero.
Yeah.
That was strategy.
And it was, allegedly, you know.
But the problem is you can now
call it strategy.
You can now double stack, and it doesn't cost you anything.
Yeah.
You know, like 888, they always at the front, obviously. So there were days when, like before the full course yellow, they'd pit and they'd have to double stack, and one of them would end up, halfway in the pack, even though they were second on the road before the pit stop. Now they still roll back out in 1 and 2. It's just it ruins the whole spectacle.
I know when it comes to safety, you never want to be reactive to it, but it seems like forever and a day when a safety car was called, as professional drivers, we were all able to.
Oh, we'd like drop the hammer.
But we're all able to manage. To not have a serious incident under yellow flags.
Yeah.
And I understand the argument that, maybe that day was going to come. But, for example, on the weekend at Queensland Raceway, that car, I think it was Cricky, he was in the gravel trap at turn 6. Not a major incident, right? Why does it need to be a full course yellow in that scenario? Okay,
right.
If it's a major incident, put double yellows out. Come up with a solution where you've got to slow down for that zone.
Yeah.
But a car off in the gravel trap.
I mean, if he's upside down on fire, no
exactly.
dramas, but it was like a nothing event.
You're going to see that scenario, for example, a car goes off at Murray's Corner. Like how many times have we seen that? Or goes off at the chase at Bathurst, is buried in the sand, and that has the capacity to change the whole outcome of the race at Bathurst if somebody is, just throwing the Hail Mary and gone, it doesn't sit well with me, but, I know safety is a massive priority, but the way it is at the moment, it's, I think from the fan watching the race, it's just
doesn't add anything.
It's no good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a few young guys having their first Bathurst 1000 this year. A few young blokes. Do you guys remember your first Bathurst 1000?
I do.
What was that in Smith Trucks car?
Yep.
Yeah.
04.
04.
04.
Okay. Yeah, I think I was 05, so
yeah?
we're the same vintage.
Far out.
Dealer team?
No, I did it with Tasman.
Ah, and then what
Who
dealer
was your
team?
Best
teammate?
of all time. Fabs.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Really?
Because
Who were
that
you?
was back then when the main guys would pair up, and then they'd have a car.
Yeah.
So
That was because it gave an opportunity for the young guys.
less pressure.
The best.
Yeah.
So I was the first year of the new rule coming in. So 2010 I drove with Steve Richards.
All right.
Yep, at FPR.
Yep.
So that was the first year of the main drivers staying in their car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I think that's a good thing.
I do, but I think for the young guys, like it used to free up a whole car
Yeah.
for the young guys. And you could really, like the team bosses could just go, you know what, I'm just like, my focus is on obviously the one car, and then the other one is just, to give an opportunity or to, I don't know, like it was always, the young guys got their shot for the one weekend, and then, if they were assessing them for the following year to see whether they could take a full-time seat, it was such a great audition.
See, I remember the dealer team year. I was so looking forward to that because the cars were really quick.
Yep.
So was that 06?
I think it was 06, yeah.
Second year?
06 or 07.
What happened?
06. What happened?
Yeah.
Well, I went with Traddy. So it was me and Traddy, right?
Yep.
And they had the current cars they were racing, they had the previous car that wasn't quite as quick, right? And they put us in that car, and I was spewing because I'm like, well, I know it's not as good as the other cars. And then by about lap 40, when Traddy had absolutely trailed the thing down the fence, I understood why they put the second car
Yeah.
in the old chassis. It made complete sense.
Fair enough.
But yeah. And then I did it with Steve Owen in the Autobahn car.
Yeah, right.
That was just like a single car team, Marty Brandt.
Independent race cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really cool, actually.
There you go.
Yep.
Was
Yeah,
that Rod's license?
Yes.
Rod Nash?
And then
Yeah.
the following
R&R?
year, I went full time with Rod's license.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Bottle-o car.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get this
Jeez.
though, when I did that Smith Trucks 04 race, I was with Mark Noski.
Did you finish?
Nope. So I rolled up as I'd never ever been to Bathurst.
Yep.
I'd done half a year of supercar, Super 2. and I rolled up, I'd done like 10 laps. It was probably 5 laps in practice. And then my first laps in the race were after Noski got a drive through and we were at the front of the field about to go a lap down. I'm the first guy behind the safety car. I've got Ambrose, Murphy, all these dudes behind me.
These rookies.
Oh, man. That was one of the scariest moments of my racing career. And I'm getting told by Ryan McLeod, my team manager at the time, don't let anyone pass up over the top. So I'm just holding my line. We came up on Thomas Mazura. I think he was in that track car, maybe. I don't know. But the toll car.
Yeah.
Anyway, he was going slowly coming into Forest Elbow. And I thought he was letting me around the outside. So I've gone around the outside going into the braking marker at the elbow. And then he starts going. I'm like at the apex, so I couldn't get across the apex. So I'm in the marbles, of course.
And you're a
I hit the
passenger.
fence.
You're an absolute passenger at that
Hit
stage.
the fence. That
Yeah.
was us done.
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad. I rolled it.
One of those moments-
My skull dragged it back to the pits. But
One of those moments when you're leading the field like that and you're like, just go round. Just
Oh,
go
man,
round.
Tell me, it was so bad.
Or
Anyway,
you
that was
just go
my
through
first
pit lane.
experience.
I'm coming through pit lane, guys,
Yeah.
and I'm going to just let
That's
them
the
go.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take all the pressure off. Absolutely. I still do it now. What's our next question? Mark?
Anywhere else you'd like to see an enduro? Obviously, Enduro Cup used to be 3 races. Would we
I
like?
love the Gold Coast.
Would we like it to get back to 3
Goldie.
events?
100%.
I'd love,
we would.
yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to do an extra race, but it just means like a little bit extra on the contract too.
Yeah, that would be that.
Put
That
my
was
kids
always
through
nice,
private
wasn't
school,
it?
you
Yeah.
know, like
You've got
all
that
sort
written
of
in,
stuff.
don't you?
Absolutely.
No, I reckon.
Do you think we're ready to get back to 3? You know, obviously it was 3 before COVID.
Yeah. Why not?
COVID happened, and then
Why not? Why not make it a serious enduro cup like it used to be? You
I
know?
thought 3 was a good format.
Yeah.
You know, take ourselves out of it.
Yeah.
You know, obviously it's beneficial for us if there is an extra race.
Yeah.
But the prep's the same.
Everyone
they've
loves
still got to
them,
get us
though.
up to speed during the year and give us time, whatever. Like to do one more race doesn't really make a difference
No.
to the prep or the cost, really. Like in the scheme of things, it's bugger all.
So if you couldn't, okay, let's say it goes back to 3 events, and Gold Coast is not one of the races.
Mm-hmm.
Where would you like a 3rd enduro?
Adelaide,
Adelaide?
yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That'd be good.
Finish the championship, you know,
Yeah.
like grand final,
Oh.
2-driver race.
That'd be
Hey?
so good.
That would be cool.
That's one track that I miss not driving full time anymore. Like that's the track
Yeah.
that I
Actually,
really miss.
we went back
It's
there
mega.
in Trans Am last
Yeah,
year, and
yeah.
I'm with you too. There, it was like I hadn't been there for maybe 5 years.
Yep.
And yeah, you're like, yeah, this is
Such a good place.
good track.
Yep.
yeah.
Proper street circuit.
What do you reckon
I
about
reckon
the
I'd
band
like-
this
yeah.
year?
I don't know. It's a great, like it's a really great facility, and
Yeah.
it's going to be good fun driving. But I just, you know, obviously for spectators, it's actually a good spectator track. It's just getting the spectators there is going to be the issue.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's going to be different. I mean, Sandown's always that sort of lead up, you know, half distance, same amount of laps, all that sort of
Yeah.
stuff. A lot of history there. So that is a little bit of a shame, I reckon, not going there and not racing there this year.
Yeah.
But I think the bend does offer quite a bit. You know, I think it's going to be new to everybody. We haven't got a lot of history there as coes, you know, maybe racing other things, but not the supercar. So I think it's going to be quite challenging for us.
There'll be a lot of mistakes, don't you reckon? Like, you know, the triple right-hander, you know how easy it is to fire off down
Yeah.
through there. And when you fire off, you you're gone.
In the boonies.
You're going back to Adelaide.
Well, we spoke earlier about other racing that we're doing. The weekend before, I've got the GT race there in the Lambo.
Oh, so you'll just be pinned through that.
I'll be
double
pinned through there.
TD first flyer, he's gone in the supercar. No driving
100%.
session.
I'll
Practice 2.
and just locking all 4 down into turn
Exactly.
1.
Exactly. Well, I did it.
Pushing 1,000-pound brake pressure into turn 1.
I mean, like, where's the ABS on this thing? Bloody hell. I did it at the start of the year, the Sydney Motorsport Park test. I tested the weekend before, I think, or the week before in the GT car for 12 hour. And like turn 1 through there, you're pretty much flat, like maybe a bit of a lift or a little bit of a brake. And I came flying into there in the supercar and just overcommitted massively because it felt slow. It felt quite a bit slower. Yeah. So although, again, it's good to get some laps, I think I'll have to readjust the brain a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
I personally would like to see Sandown.
Yep.
Stay as, for me, that sort of tradition of the sport, forever and a day, it was, that was always the lead up to the race. Yeah. I think there's probably a place on the calendar for Tail and Bend to be in enduro, obviously.
Well, that could be the third one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But, that, I think, history side of the sport, I think is important. You see teams in years gone by, especially when it was retro round, really embrace that's the history of the sport, and I think it's important to keep that happening. And let's face it, we don't know how long we'll be able to race at Sandown. So probably. And selfishly, I live 20 minutes from Sandown, so it's always good to sleep in your own bed.
I can't ever see it coming back now, though.
As the 500,
they wouldn't. I just think because they've made that decision now.
Yep.
Because of the future of Sandown, I can't ever see it coming back in the near term. Unless Sandown just end up like the Melbourne Racing Club or whoever owns it, they just say, right, we're never selling, we're holding it. Then it might come back, but with their plans on what they plan to do with rezoning, all that sort of stuff, I just can't see them ever taking the risk on going back there and only having it for a few more years.
Are you doing the ride day after the end of the year? After the sprint round?
Yeah.
So we get to have a bit of a steer then.
Yeah.
Won't be quite the same, but
yeah,
it'll finish the year up nicely.
It will.
Yeah.
It's a good place.
Alrighty. Well, I think
Do you reckon we've covered everything?
according to my little run sheet here, I reckon we have, TD.
Okay.
We've got to be able to say something controversial here that makes the highlights real.
I think we've said a few things. Like I've Scafey. There's been quite a few things probably going to get me in trouble. So I might turn my phone off after this because I'll probably get a phone call from Dr. Ryan or something.
Oh, the doctor.
You know when you get phone calls from him, it's generally
serious.
Yeah, it's serious. It's either really good or
they might need you to go and drive the show car again somewhere.
Yeah, it's either really good or it's not good. No.
All right. Well, thanks, fellas. This has been good.
Yeah,
we'll see you out there.
Yeah, enjoy.
What do we got? Is it 3 weeks? 4 weeks? 3?
No, I think it's 5.
Is it?
I think so. We've still got a bit.
If you go in 3 weeks, then
no, maybe it's not 5. Maybe it's
TD,
4.
I'll be going in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I know. I'm going to live there for about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It'll be good fun, boys. Look forward to racing against you.
Yeah,
and,
take it easy though. Yeah.
Good luck with those starts, boys.
Yeah.
You won't need any practice.
Can we look after each other out there?
Yeah. All right. Let's make it a deal.
Yeah.
Probably won't see Holdsy and his big
that's true. Actually.
Camaro. But that's all right.
Please, let's handshake on that.
Holdsy. No. Tony and I will be in the Ford Cup. That'll be okay.
Yeah. Beautiful, boys.
Good stuff.
Good fun.
Well done. Thanks, guys.